tools mix. What is the mix of tools which is used in PR? So yesterday we have seen they use newspaper, that is press, newspaper, magazine, then broadcast media they use, that is radio, TV, then digital media they use. So all these different social media websites, all these are ways of doing PR. Then yesterday we saw a media tour, that is company spokesperson will go to different cities. He will promote the new product. He will attend talk shows, TV shows. He will call public influencers like bloggers to the interview sessions, and they will spread the news. Sometimes this spokesperson can be a celebrity also, hired by the company. Any famous sports star or a movie star can be the celebrity promoting the company's new products. Then newsletters, we saw how printed news about the company in the form of a booklet is distributed among the regular customers. Nowadays, electronic newsletter is there, e-newsletter, so online they can distribute it to send it to different customers. Very cost effective way of doing PR. Then company can also do special events, arrange parties, receptions, dinners, stunt events. Like stunt events means doing like racing or maybe bungee jumping. You know what is bungee jumping, no? Yeah, they jump from the height and all. So these kind of stunt events they can arrange, a company can arrange, and public will come and they will promote their products. So yesterday we talked about happy streets, how a happy street event happens in Bangalore every Sunday, which is sponsored by different companies, and the people can enjoy those events which happen in the street. Then sponsorship, company will sponsor many local events, maybe local match or local festival, temple festival, or local music night or something like that, or national events like, or regional events like IPL, or maybe some awards night like that, or international events, global events like Olympics, like that they can sponsor. So whenever company, whichever company is sponsoring, they will be putting banners, they will be putting signage, that means big boards with the company names. They will be distributing printed t-shirts with the company name. They will be showing digital ads. So all this is their way of promoting. This is all PR which is done. Employee communication and relations is also PR done by companies, but here they are targeting not customers, they are targeting the employees. They are sending them latest information to the employees. I told you employees are first, the internal customers, and then external customers are outside customers. So first company has to market to internal customers, that is employees. They have to tell them about the latest things that is happening in the company. What is the new products? What is the new services which is happening in the company? Where then only the employee can convey that information to the customers, external customers. They can tell about the products, they can tell about the company, they can tell about the new events of the company, like that. So employee communication and maintaining good relations with employees is also an important thing which is done by PR people. So they will inform them about their increment, incentive plans also to the employees. So the, yeah, earlier it used to be newsletters, printed newsletters given to employees. Nowadays it's all online. The electronic newsletter will go via email or via WhatsApp or something, or it can go through intranet also. What is intranet? We know internet. What is intranet? Internet is external network, World Wide Web, www. Okay, that is external, connecting the whole world. okay, helping us to communicate with each other. Intranet is network within organizations. Each organization will have its own network, their own communication, their own network system, which is secured, where they can send confidential information to the employees. So it will not be leaked out. It will not go outside of the company. So that is known as intranet. So take down intranet means intranet. Yes. Intranet is internal network, internal network developed by organizations which is a secure way to communicate, which is a secure way to communicate to employees where information will not be going out of the company. Information will not be going out of the company. So confidential information can be sent through their intranet. Whatever communication amongst the employees, they can do it in a secure manner. So in large organizations, the PR department along with HR department will communicate to employees. They maintain good relations with employees and they tell them all the latest things about the company to the employees. Then another PR tool is website. Nowadays, website development softwares are there which are user friendly. That means anybody not knowing coding and all the IT this thing, they can develop website on their own. So it is user friendly. Website development applications are there, and these websites are a very good medium where companies will communicate with their customers and customers can also communicate with the company. So it is two-way communication. It is two-way interaction between the company and customers and between customers and the company. So websites are also a good way for doing PR by the companies. They can have good relationship with their customers and with their employees also, and they can develop it in a very good way. They don't need technical knowledge, technical expertise and all is not required. Very user friendly softwares are there where you can develop the websites. So these are all the tools which is used in PR. Now we come to personal selling. Personal selling is face to face communication or face to face selling. Direct selling. This is direct selling between seller and buyer. So that is known as personal selling. So here the sellers, from the seller side, the salesman, he will do oral presentation of the company's products and he will try to persuade the customers to purchase the product. The prospective customer, who is potential customer, who is likely to buy, they will present him the product, do demo of the product, explain everything about the product and try to persuade him to purchase the product. So this is how personal selling happens. So it is direct face-to-face communication. Now, this table explains the difference between advertisement and personal selling. So, what is advertising and what is the difference between advertising and personal selling? So, first one is form. Form means what it is. So, advertising is impersonal form of communication, whereas personal selling is personal form of communication. So, what does that mean? Personal form of communication means the company's salesperson is communicating directly with the customers in personal selling. Whereas in advertising, there is no company person who is coming and communicating directly to the customer. It is an advertisement which is shown on newspaper or maybe on TV or maybe it will be on radio or maybe it is on the billboard. Somewhere the advertisement will be shown to the customer. So no company people are involved there. It is impersonal form of communication. Second one is reach. Advertising can reach the masses because advertising can reach lot of people at the same time. TV advertisement can be shown throughout India or any big particular region of India. They can cover large number of customers at the same time. But personal selling, can they cover large number of customers? Can they cover personal selling? Because personally the salesman has to go to each customer. Can he cover a large number of customers? No, he cannot. So personal selling, only limited number of people he can go and meet in a day. So in a day max he can meet maybe 50 customers or like that. That also is more. If it is a very complex product, he has to do demo and all, then he will not be able to cover even 50 customers in a day. So the limited number of people only can be contacted in personal selling. Cost wise, if you see, the advertisement is very cheap. Cost per person is very low because you are reaching mass of people, large number of people you are reaching with one advertisement. So the cost per person is very low. Whereas personal selling, you are personally going to each customer, meeting them, the cost per person is very high. It is very high because the salesman has to spend his time, effort, money, resources, etc. to meet the customer. So a lot of money is it's costly to do personal selling. Medium is, you can use any media in advertising, any mass media. You can use TV, radio, newspaper, online, internet, any media you can use which is mass media, which is seen by maximum number of people. You can use that as the medium. Whereas in personal selling, the medium is only the salesman. The company's salesman, through the company salesman, the company can contact the buyers. So the salesman is the only medium in the personal selling. Flexibility, advertising is not flexible. Whatever advertising you have prepared for TV or for newspaper, once it goes there, once it is published, you cannot change it. You can make no change in the message. According to customers requirement, you want to make some change in the message, you cannot do that. But in the case of personal selling, it is flexible. The salesman can change the way of his presentation according to the requirements of the customers. What customers want, like that he can present, do his presentation. Time required in advertising, very short time, they can cover large areas. Like I told you, TV or radio advertisement can cover large areas, cover large number of customers in a very short time. But in the case of personal selling, lot of time he will need to cover an entire market. Suppose the salesman wants to cover South Bangalore, he will need many days to cover all the customers in South Bangalore. So more time is required. Type of message in advertising, it is standardized message. What is the standard message? Only that can be sent. But in personal selling, the message can be adjusted. It can be customized according to the customer's requirement. Whatever message he wants according to his need, you can change the message and you can customize it. So message can be customized in personal selling. But advertising, it is standardized message only. Feedback, in advertising you cannot get feedback because they'll see your advertisement, but company cannot collect any feedback from the customers, because it is only one way interaction. Company is communicating through the advertisement to the buyer. Buyer cannot communicate back. Whereas personal selling, it is two-way interaction. So seller is communicating, immediate feedback he can collect from the customer. Customer can immediately give his feedback whether he found the product good or whether he found the presentation nice. He can immediately collect direct and immediate feedback from the customers. Role of the advertising is to create interest, to make the customer interested in your product. So you will show big advertisements on TV, colorful advertisements using some celebrity, some movie star, some sports star, like that you can use in your advertisement, in your billboard, or in your TV ad, or in your newspaper ad. Like that you can create interest in the product in your customers. Whereas in the case of personal selling, how the salesman is doing his presentation, he can help the customer to decide to purchase the product. He can convince him to go for purchase. So help him in his decision making process. How he takes the decision, the salesman through his presentation, how he is able to convince, how he is able to negotiate, he will help the customer to take the decision for purchase of the product. Utility is, it can create awareness. It can only create awareness about the products. Advertising can create only awareness of the products in the customers, whereas personal selling is more useful to the intermediaries, that is traders, wholesalers, retailers. If salesman first does product presentation to them, then these intermediaries will do the product presentation, convincing and negotiation with the end customers. So the role or utility of the role is different in the case of personal selling, and in the case of advertising it is different. So this is the table which is showing the difference between advertising and personal selling. This surely you will get a question on this. Please read up on these two tables. One I told you, publicity and PR, and this one advertising and sales, personal selling. Now we'll go to personal selling process. These are the 8 steps in the personal selling process. Actually, need assessment should come first. Assessing the needs of whom? Yes, customer. Yeah. So first, the salesman has to assess the need of customers, what he wants. So that is the first thing he should do. Then second step is prospecting. Third step is media approach. Fourth step is approach. And fifth step is presentation and meeting any questions, objections, queries from the customer. And seventh step is going for the sale, making the customer to commit for the purchase, and after the sale, doing follow-up. So this is the steps in the personal selling process. Take down. Right? Just need assessment first. Or pre-sale preparation. You can give it another name, pre-sale preparation. Written, na? Done? So, first step is pre-sale preparation. That is need assessment. So, that is the first step in the personal selling. So, the salesperson will collect all information about his potential customers, what is their need, want, and requirements. He will also collect information about the market, what is the trend in the market, who are the competitors in the market, what is their products, what is their product features, what is their marketing mix. So all this, what methods of selling they are using, all this information about the market also he will collect. That is the first step, pre-sale preparation. Then second step is prospecting. Prospecting is where the salesman will identify who are the potential customers, who are the customers who are willing to buy. So potential customers are those who have a need, they have a purchasing power, and they are willing to pay. So they have a need and they also are willing to pay for it. They have the money to pay for it and they are ready to pay for it. That is demand. So it is need, want, and demand. In another words, willing to pay is a want, need, want, and ready to pay or willing to pay is demand. So having the purchasing power and having the need and ready to pay for it is finding out the prospecting stage where you find out whether who are the potential customers who will buy your product. Then third step is pre-approach. Pre-approach is where the salesperson he will collect information about the economic status of the customers. Yeah, don't take during class time calls. Tell them not to call. So find out the economic status of their customers, whether they are middle class customers, lower class customers, what is their likes and dislikes, what is their personality, what is their lifestyle. Everything he will collect more information. This will help him to decide how to do the presentation. How should I present to the customer? Does he want me to speak in regional language? Is he okay if I talk in English? How should I do the presentation in PowerPoint? Or should I do a demo, a physical demo of the product? So by collecting all this information, additional information on his prospective customers, he can plan how to do the presentation and how to plan for the visit to the customers. That is the third step. Fourth step is approaching the customer. Here he comes face to face with the customer and he does the presentation. He does the presentation of his product to the customers, tries to get the attention of the customers and tries to make a good impression on the customers, get them to get interested in his product. That is what happens in the approach step. That is the fourth step. Try to get the customer interested in his product. Fifth step is sales presentation and demo. That is, if any demo has to be done on the product, he will do next step after the approach and he will explain the features, he will explain the benefits, he will explain everything about the product, warranty, guarantee, everything. So here he is making a business proposition to the customer. So to make him to buy the product, convincing him or persuading him to buy your product. That is the fifth step, doing the sales presentation and demo. Then sixth is handling the customer's objections. So now the customer would have seen everything about the product, heard everything what the salesman tells. Now he will have many doubts in his mind. So he will ask many questions. He wants his doubts to be cleared. So this stage, his objections or his doubts will be handled positively by the salespeople. They will provide him additional information to clear his doubts and to overcome his objections. That is the sixth step. Then seventh step is closing the sale, where the final stage, actual stage, sales happens. Closing the sale means actual sale will happen. The customer will get ready to buy the product. So this is the result of all the previous steps. All the previous steps which we saw from step 1 to step 6. This is the outcome. Seventh is the outcome of all the previous steps, where closing the sale means the customer actually goes to purchase. He decides to purchase that product. And then post sales follow up is very, very important. Sales person's job is not only to sell the product. After selling the product, he is also responsible to make sure the product has been delivered on time, and whether it has been installed, whether it is performing well. All this he has to find out. So that is post sales follow up. He has to follow up with the customer. He is trained for all this to do the follow up to help the customer, so that the customer will feel happy that the company is caring for him, is considerate towards him. So this helps to build CRM. What is CRM? Customer relationship management. So this kind of sales follow up and all helps the company to build CRM with the customers, that is long term relationship with the customers, that is CRM. So these are the 8 steps in the personal selling process. Now we come to sales management. Sales management is managing the sales force of the company. Each company will have their own sales force. So there will be a sales manager. If many products are there, each product will have a sales manager. So, and then below him, assistant sales manager will be there. Then below him, team leaders will be there, that is TL, and then the sales executives. So this is the hierarchy of the Salesforce team which companies will have, and this Salesforce team, they will manage the sales. The budget is prepared carefully by the sales manager, and he makes sure that all the expenses happen within the budget, and he is responsible for motivating the team. He is responsible for recruiting the team. He is responsible for leading the team. He is responsible for planning for the marketing strategies and whatever sales strategies they are planning to do. For each region they have to do different strategies, so they have to plan for that. So all this planning is everything done by the sales manager. So this is the sales management, which is an administrative function and as well as an executive function. And this is a very good way by companies to achieve more sales, but it is very costly also, because company has to maintain the sales force, they have to train them, they have to spend on them. So it is an expensive way of achieving sales, but still companies maintain sales force for achieving more sales and more